There is a hidden history that's been deliberately obfuscated from the peoples of the world, and that's why I am on the trail of a Nephilim. The Genesis 6 narrative states that the Nephilim are on the earth in those days and also afterwards. If that's true, can we find evidence that corroborates this? I'm L.A. Marzulli. Join me as we go on the trail of a Nephilim. This week I'm sort of focusing on Peru because there's so much there, and we can still see a lot of artifacts and evidence, and we toured Amurumura, Supernatural Confrontations, yesterday, and that's just an amazing place. Very bizarre, very strange place. But here we have a skull with, you can see trepanation has happened to the skull, and they have removed part of that skull, and now there's a gold plate there. Why are they doing this? We'll get into that and so much more, but first, a word from our trusted sponsor. Before trying anti-aging serums or wrinkle creams, check if you're getting enough collagen first. Collagen is a protein that plays a crucial role in maintaining the health and elasticity of our skin. Without it, we may notice visible signs of aging, like fine lines and wrinkles. While collagen production naturally declines as we age, certain collagen supplements can help bring back a youthful glow like you wouldn't believe. This is why I highly recommend taking collagen. Collagen is specially formulated to enhance skin elasticity and hydration. It's made with the top 5 most powerful types of collagen that are essential for skin health, elasticity, and firmness. Folks, with only 10 grams of bioactive collagen peptides per serving, collagen is designed to make it easy to boost your collagen levels to support healthier skin. Try it today and receive 53% off, free shipping, free VIP live health and fitness coaching for life. What a great deal. And also a free new e-report titled The 14 Foods for Amazing Skin, and a 60-day money-back guarantee. So folks, if you don't see it working, they'll give you your money back. Plus, you'll also help feed a hungry child, families and communities in need of healthier lives with your order through BioTrust partnership with NoKidsHungry.org. What a great company. Check it out today. Go to healthwithla.com, healthwithla.com, or please click the link right below here in our description box. There's a couple of items on my bucket list here that I want to get into. This skull is at the museum in Lima, and we've taken people there, and it's very selective what they show, and they never show you the foramen magnum. So we have this elongated skull with trepanation in the forehead. Something has gone on here. Why are they doing this? And of course, it's a gold plate. So, anytime you start messing with the skull, the brain is right behind that. So why are they doing this? Who's instructing them to do this? What I find interesting about this, and let me just show you this, and I've talked about this so many times, it's unbelievable. They never turn the skull over and show you, and I'll zoom, John Adams, just zoom in on that, and show you the placement of the foramen magnum. A normal foramen magnum should be in the center of the skull, somewhere in here. This isn't. This is pushed back to the occipital plate. If it's any further back, it's outside the actual skull. So you can't do this by taking rope and bundles and boards and binding the head. You can't move the position of the foramen magnum. You can't do it. And this is why this is the smoking gun. And of course, that was brought to our attention from our team's anthropologist, Rick Woodward, who wrote a paper on it. And Rick's information was absolutely incredible. And that changed everything. So we believe what we are looking at is something that is genetic. But I want to get into something because Peru is so enigmatic. And remember, this skull that you're seeing here is from Paracas. It's from the Paracas people. And once again, shouts off to Senior Juan Navarro, who's no longer with us, passed away a few years ago. It was Senior Juan that kind of brought up Brian Forrester in all of this. And when Brian met Senior Juan, he was sort of under Senior Juan's tutelage to a point. And then, of course, Brian sort of surpassed that. And that's what happens. You know, it's like a younger generation comes along, picks up a torch, and moves on. I believe I picked up a torch for my mentor, Dr. I.D.E. Thomas, but that's years ago. So, and if he was alive and could see what we have done by standing on his shoulders, I think he'd be proud. But kudos to Dr. I.D.E. Thomas. It's really on his shoulders that we stand on. So Peru is very enigmatic. This skull is from Paracas. And once again, we were at the Senior Juan's Paracas History Museum, and we saw many skulls like this. But in the museums also, you see this. You see the flying men of Paracas. And this is what I want to get into. There are these very extremely elaborate tapestries. Now, in the time, this tapestry is about 2,000 to 2,500 to 3,000 years old. It's old, okay? And the threads that are used in the tapestry, at the same time over in Europe, they're using about 100 to maybe 120, 150 threads per square inch. Here in Peru, at Paracas, they're doing 450 threads per square inch. How's that possible? Look at the vibrant colors, and I will show you what it looks like here. But there's a couple of things about this which are incredibly disturbing to me, really disturbing to me. Something is going on. And as I've said numerous times, it's always the serpent. It's always the serpent. And we see serpent iconography wherever we go, whether it's Karnak, France, whether it's over in India, obviously, all throughout Europe, Israel, and certainly the Great Serpent Mound here in Ohio. Look at this guy's mouth. Look at the head, first of all. And from his mouth is coming what? Just follow it. It's a serpent, and you can see the serpent head. Underneath the man's arm, which you can see very plainly, there is a severed skull. So what we're looking at, in my opinion, is something that's incredibly bizarre. And then wrapped around his body is another serpent, and you can see the serpent head to the very far right. So it's always the serpent, and this is just one of the so-called flying men of Paracas that are embroidered here on the tapestries. Something is so dark, in my opinion. This is very dark. There's nothing happy about this. Severed heads, nothing happy about that. Snakes coming out of the mouth, nothing happy. Where are they getting their power from? What are we looking at? This is the kingdom of the dragon. And this is what we do. We expose the deception of the prince of the power of the air and herald the return of the King Jesus. So here we go, and we're in the belly of the beast here. As Russ Dizdar liked to call it, we are in Hell's Kitchen. This is what it looks like. And there's nothing happy here. Nothing happy at all. You know, you're not going to send that to your grandmother. Hey, guess what? Guess what I saw in Paracas? And these tapestries are so elaborate. They're just so elaborate. And here's a graphic illustration of it. Once again, the serpent iconography all through these down in Paracas, Peru. Anyway, I will be at the Go Therefore conference coming up this Friday. I will go along. There it is. Lots of great speakers. I would strongly suggest that you sign up for it. My topic will be, of course, UFOs. What's going on? I'm speaking on Friday night. I'm the last speaker, so I will go long. I promise you. I will go long. There's a lot of information to cover. We are on like the 15th rung of a ladder of disclosure, and up and up and up we're going. And this week we might get some new information, which of course I will weigh in on and include in our presentation. Following that, I will be at the WOW Faith Church, Walk on Water Faith Church. That is in Osage Beach, Missouri. Walkonthewater.org, www.walkonthewater.org. You must register to this. Please go to our website, LAMarzulli.net. Click to register. I'll be speaking about all things UFOs, the abduction phenomena, on the trail of a NEPHILIM, and of course Fatima, and other topics also. So I hope to see you there, and that's going to be a great conference. Part 6, we're in the home stretch here. We are doing a pre-sale on it. Cattle mutilations, a shocking phenomenon executed with surgical precision. It's the darkest film I've ever worked on, but it is a real eye-opener. It is the calling card of darkness. And we probe into what the enemy is doing with this ongoing cattle mutilation. I think you'll find that very interesting. Our UFO disclosure, all 5 discs are now available. LAMarzulli.net, LAMarzulli.net. Thanks so much for watching, folks. Remember, there is a hidden history that's been deliberately obfuscated from the peoples of the world, and that's why I am on the trail of the Nephilim.